Good morning. This is Nina from ISO Design. It's been a while since I've had one of these interviews or segments, but something prompted me to sort of start this segment right now because somebody asked me a little while ago, does every home require staging and luxury homes specifically? Some of the homes that I've worked in are really quite beautiful already as is. And so does it really require staging whatsoever? And so today I have a very special guest with me, Nuria Cano Ortiz. That's right. I've been working with Nuria now for several years, and she is amazing. And we recently had a project together for a luxury condo down by the beaches. And so Nuria is kind enough to come on and share, some of her thoughts with us about, why she believes that staging is necessary sometimes, and how staging can really add to luxury properties such as the one that we did on Queen Street. Nuria, welcome. Tell us a little bit about who you are, what you do, which area do you service?
Okay, well, so my name is Nuria Cano. We'll cut off the Ortiz because it's just too complicated.
Sorry about that.
Yes, it's, Spanish, we have two last names, right? So that's why Cano and Ortiz, but usually I drop it. So Nuria Cano, I'm from, originally from Spain, and that is what I guess is part of the staging, design, and the need for people, for things to look good, right? For properties to look pretty, for everything to look presentable, organized, appealing to the eye. So I've been in real estate now since 2003. Currently, I run a team, is Amazing Homes Group, and we work for Royal LePage. And I always believe that staging is the number one thing that every property that goes on the market needs. It will sell for more money. It will sell faster. It will sell obviously to the right buyer. And so staging has always been the number one. And that's how I connected with Nina, because there was be ambitious enough to want to do it myself, because I didn't know there was professionals out there that could do a better job. So, to the Caesar was the Caesars, right? I do the real estate piece, but Nina does a fantastic job with the staging.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Yes.
So I want to chat a little bit about Queen Street, the property that just sold so successfully in 3 days.
Yes.
When we did a video walkthrough, right? Because of the pandemic, it was just easier to do the video walkthrough, and you preempted it. This is a really beautiful property. It was all professionally designed. The interior was all professionally designed. All the furniture are really, really great quality, right? Great quality. So why did you think that this property, as great as it was already, why did you think that having some professional staging touches would help? Because the reality is that in this market is that a lot of people saying that you really don't need to do very much to get a property up and it'll be sold quickly, right? So why did you think that that was necessary?
So particularly in this case, I knew there was the right type of buyer for the property. And for me, the important piece is to find where that particular buyer is. So I usually cater to that buyer. It's sort of like you begin with the end in mind, right? Mm-hmm. So it could have been just a condo, a very pretty condo, because when my client purchased it a few years ago, she already invested the time and the money to get an interior designer to come and do certain things to the property. That made it from just being any other condo to like a designer's condo. Mm-hmm. Also, she purchased like very nice pieces so that it would not be a staging piece and it would not be an IKEA piece. It would just some very nice, expensive furniture to go along with the design of the property. Now, the location is already unbeatable. It's on a south corner unit facing the lake in a very highly desirable neighborhood. So that goes without saying, location. But it's August. And typically speaking, August and December are the lowest months of the year to sell a property. However, we kind of like had to go into the market because we already had bought something. And so we decided to give it a try and see how August pan out. We did not want to underprice it and then see that there's not enough buyers out there. So my conversation with her was, we need to stage it and make it as pretty as possible, declutter, clean, neutral. But we really need to call that person that is out there looking. And we sort of knew who that would be. So we wanted to present it to that, type of buyer. Because of the time of the year, we didn't have a big window, right? So we have to get it really, really done before we go on the market. We're going to list it at what sort of market value is. We're not going to go down from this number. So either we get this number or we just wait and see what happens in September, right? But in a building that is a mid-rise building, there is not a lot of units to compare it to. This unit is one of the largest in those buildings. So there is only very few of them. And so if you go to compare it to what sold last, well, you have to go maybe last year. Or there was one recently that was significantly upgraded, like new floors and new doors and new light fixtures and new bathrooms and new everything. And we did not have new everything. We had a very nice unit, but we had still the original tiles from when she purchased it, for example, in the kitchen.
Right.
Very nice kitchen, white, a little bit upgraded, extended and bigger than most of the kitchens in those units, but still, we needed to do something special. That's why the staging always comes in to complement what she already had. She had a very nice unit in a great location, but we needed to get rid of all her personal. Like she had, for example, a workout machine in her living space. Like we all have been, struggling, not being able to go to the gym. Well, you have to make the most of what you have. Well, in a condo, there is not a lot of room for that, right? So she had like a workout machine in her living space, and that had to go, for example. Some art pieces needed to just be rearranged. And then mostly it's like when you live in your space, you can see what needs to be done to present it to the public. And me, I already have lost that vision as well when I'm very close to my client or very close to that property. It's almost like it is my home. So if I'm very close, same problem. I look and I see everything is beautiful. I don't know where should go, where should it stay, right? So when the third pair of eyes comes and it's just a professional eye to see where things go, what can stay, what can go. And that's what I was telling my client. Sometimes the staging is not about removing what you have and bringing anything new. It could be working with what you have. Actually, what I always believe is that if you work with what you have, most times it shows even better because it's more honest. It's the real property. It's not being fluffed up, right? And people can see through that. I know when I go to a house and I know it's staged to death. And I know that when I go next time with my client after it's been staged, they're going to be disappointed because there's nothing left, right? And it's really nice when you go back for a visit and you find that most of what you saw when it was available is still there. It is the person's living. It gives you a sense of also of confidence. If someone's taking care of a property and how they live, that means they're going to take care of everything else in the unit.
100%.
Right? When you become the owner, you know that they've taken pride and ownership and they've done what they needed to do to be in a good, environment. So that's going to come on to the next buyer. And so that was the staging in this case that I felt that, just folding clothes and put them nicely, like if you were, in a mall, that it's amazing. The closets, it's just see the outside, but if you can open drawers and you can open doors and it's all like already neatly organized. And especially because in this case, she's moving like within a month. So might as well get everything ready. You're packed, you're organized, and then you go. We know we only use like, 20% of everything we have. So the other 80%, pack it up.
100%.
Pack it up. Right. And that's why I think staging is, even in this case, it was as important as in a place that doesn't have anything. It got the showings up in like the first day. We already had 9 appointments booked and it sold. It sold in 3 days. And because I held back, we got an offer the first day. I said, we'd like to have at least 48 hours to see what else is coming this weekend because it was a weekend. And that was that. We got more than asking. It's been the highest price per square footage in any of those buildings.
Yeah, it was crazy. I was very, very surprised at how well they
Yeah.
did. So I'm
Everybody, the bank was
congratulations.
surprised, friends, everybody, the lawyers, everybody's surprised, the client
Yes,
as well. We all were very happy. So,
yes.
so this is where you put the effort at first, you do what's right, you present it in the best light so that you
Mhm,
can get that buyer in.
mhm,
And any other buyers, we had like 9 in total, but the one that really appreciated and valued the property and really wanted, they came because what they saw was really pretty. And then
mhm.
that along with, of course, the video and the photography, the video was beautiful and
Yeah,
it really showcased the unit even better. And yes, it was a stage, but it wasn't fake stage.
yeah. Well, it's like, and everything in terms of your marketing, it's in combination, right? Like I always tell people, staging is a marketing tactic, but it's part of the entire marketing package, right? With great photos, great video, and tons of other marketing efforts that you put into the property as well. But just the tiny little thing, like when we reorganized the closet and pared it back a little bit, it helps people to see that there's organization, not only organization solution, but there's space, right?
Yeah.
Storage space is always at such a premium in any property, let alone a condo. A condo storage is premium. And so to show potential buyers that there's lots of storage in a space such as a 2-bedroom condo is amazing, right? And just little efforts like that goes a really, really long way. And so congratulations. I'm so
Thank you.
happy for you, and I'm so happy for the client because it happened so well. Like it just happened so quickly, and it did so well. And really, like you said, for this property, because it was so beautiful and so great already, we only put in a couple of things, like a couple of pieces of furniture that kind of sort of was missing from the property. And then finishing touches and stuff like that, because she already had beautiful artwork and beautiful finishes throughout. So it was a lovely project to do and to work with you. And so it was really amazing. And I was so happy for you when it happened so quickly. So I have 2 questions for you. What message would you like to share with homeowners who are sort of on the fence, like because either they too themselves think that the market is so hot that they shouldn't have to do anything and it'll sell quickly and it'll sell for top dollar. Like, what message do you want to share with them?
Well, it all depends on the motivation, right? Some people just want to sell. They don't care about the money. They don't care. That's a small percentage, mind you. But there is a percentage, right, that they for whatever personal reasons, maybe they're getting divorced, maybe they're relocating. It doesn't matter. They just want to sell.
Mhm.
That's it. I would suggest it still is really worth it to have a consultation with the staging and see what can be done, even if it's on a lower level, faster way. But that percentage is your small one. That's your dollars told people. That's your non-frills, commission discounters. There is always, right, a type. For the rest of us, I suggest that staging always pays off because it will make sure that the property sells way faster, for sure. Doesn't matter what time of the year, even if it is a market that is very active and you think that it's gonna sell just by putting it for sale sign there. Yes, we're not questioning if it will sell or not. It will, because the market is hot. You're right.
Mhm.
But will it sell for the money that you want? Will it sell for the most money? Will it sell in like less than a week so that you can go back to your regular life and not be bothered by showings and agents and people? And now we don't have open houses, though we will be back to that probably very soon. I mean, now it's already official. We can do it again, but just most agents are choosing not to. Just, we got kind of like used to not having to share a space with so many people. But yeah, it pays off because you get the property sold faster and really for more money. Can we tell how much money? No, we can't. Unfortunately, it's not like you stage and you have a magic ball and you know what's going to happen. But for every property that we stage, we know for sure we'll get faster sold. And in this case, with the condo, we already got the highest dollar value per square footage. And that was because it was presented properly, marketed properly, and done pre-going on the market, right? Once you hit the market, it's too late. Some people go, there was a unit in that building that only got under $900,000. And I was really worried because that was the typical property listed with the commission discounted brokerage, like a mere posting. So there is no real commission paid. It's just you pay like 300 or 900 or whatever they pay just to
Yes.
be on MLS, right?
Yes.
Then you call and nobody answers that phone. If you wanted to book a showing, you have to do it directly with the seller, who usually is not answering because doesn't know what to do with the phone. Anyways, it was on the market on and off for a long time. Ended up selling under 900. It looked like not like ours.
Right.
And it had a lot of potential, but sometimes, you get what you pay for, right? So
100%.
I personally believe that if you want to get the most, you have to invest the most.
Yeah.
And that's how it works, right? Otherwise, you could be lucky, but no, there's no real luck in real estate. It's there's always a buyer, and our job as a realtor is to make sure that we get that buyer, in my opinion.
And not
But
just to get any buyer, not just any buyer, but
no, it's to get the one that will have that emotional connection, because an emotional connection is what will, I guess, entice people to pay the most. They're going to make a commitment to a longer term in that unit. They don't see it as I can buy today and tomorrow I sell it. They see it already as their future home. And so when you're buying a home, you're obviously going to be more vested. You're going to pay more, and you're going to see yourself and your family there, right? In this case, they're seeing their grandchildren visiting, you want to have that. If it is just cold and, a property that is not really, doesn't have personal touches, it doesn't feel warm, well, you'll get, for the same property, I could have got perfectly an investor that would have just bought the property because it's a fantastic place to rent, right? There's a lot of investors coming back now. So the guy that probably purchased the property, like just sold for under 900, that was probably an investor. The investor wants to buy for the least amount of money. I don't want that guy. I want the homeowner that is going to just carry on with the pride of ownership. So that's why we have to do the staging.
Amazing, 100%. Amazing. So, at the flip side, my audience includes homeowners and realtors as well. So on the flip side of that, what message would you want to share with your colleagues? Like, because you've been doing this for a long time, you've always been an advocate of staging. I know that even prior to, partnering with me, you were doing it on your own. So I know that, our research shows that while 80% of realtors believe that there's value in staging, but really only for 20% of them do. And you are, one of the top ones who really, really understands the value of staging. Like, what message would you want to share with colleagues like yours?
Well, I know that at the beginning for some realtors, when we get into real estate, listings are pricey, right? Everybody wants a listing, but a listing requires an investment on our half. I mean, we are investing in our clients because at the end of the day, they're the ones that are paying. They pay our fees and they pay the fee of the realtor is going to bring an offer to the table. So I know that it could be a little bit daunting to think, well, I don't have the money to invest. But like anything else, I always from day one run this real estate as a business. It is a business. I've never considered myself like just a service on the side. I'm a business. As a business owner, you would not go into business selling shoes if you did not have shoes to sell. So as a listing agent, you got to sell something. You can't just go, especially in this market where things are $1 million is the average. You can't tell someone you're going to pay 5% of that, but I'm going to give you nothing. I'm just going to put a for sale sign somewhere. I'm going to put it on the MLS. And for that, there's companies out there that for $9.99, they'll do that. Right? Yeah. So as a realtor, our job is to make a difference in that seller's life. And the difference comes from the service, providing better service. Part of the service definitely is the staging, and that's costly. And that means that we have a vested interest in that. My mandate is I want you to sell. I want you to sell for the most money, least amount of time, with no inconvenience. So if I want that, what am I going to do for that? I have to do a great job at presenting the property. I have to do a great job at photographing the property. I have to do a great job at doing a video and drone, depending on the property. Not every property needs a drone. But if we're in the beach, of course we need a drone. I want to show the beach, the water, the lake is right there. I want to show the park, the Woodbine Park. I want to show everything in the neighborhood because not everybody lives in the city and knows where the beach is. Right. We are privileged that we know it, but people that come from, I don't know, it could come from Vaughan. They don't know, right? So I need to promote not just, it's not a unit, it's everything that goes with that unit, right? So staging, whether it's small or big, It could be as simple as just working with what the people have in the house and rearrange it so that it makes sense. Not every room makes sense in the way that we live our lives, right? It could be rearranging furniture. But even like that, if you're not a professional and you don't have the eye, you need the professional like you, like Nina. You need someone that comes and says, this is at the very least what needs to be done, but this is at the very most what really to be done. And then it's up to both the seller and the realtor to choose how much or how little they want to do, right?
Right.
Recommendation is to go all the way. If that's not the case, and I understand sometimes, maybe all the way for a property that is going to be $300,000, well, doesn't really make sense, right?
No.
Because the furniture is not any cheaper anymore, expensive. It's, a chair costs this much and a sofa costs this much. And then there is a time. So you have to pick and choose what to do. But I would say for all realtors to do a good job for a seller and to do the right job is totally necessary to give them the most service. And for me, service includes how is that property going to shine? It will sell. That's not the point. It will sell. So a realtor will say, but I can put it in there. I can discount. There are realtors that might just say, well, instead of charging 5%, I charge less. And we don't need to stage. We don't need professional photos. You see all the iPhone pictures.
Oh, still, I can't believe it.
Oh my God, yeah. Or the ones with the people. That's my favorite. When you see people in the pictures, there's a kid that was with a dog in the bedroom and it's part of the picture, right? Or they have the pictures that are backwards. They don't understand that MLS doesn't do, vertical photography. So could you do that? Yes. Are you representing your people, in the best light in the market? No. Are they going to get the most money? Certainly they won't. Because also the rest of us realtors understand what's going to go on with that, negotiating.
100%.
So yes, as a realtor, if you want to get listings and you want to really provide service and run this as a business, I really recommend strongly to always show the property in the best light. And if that requires a staging, which most cases it does, it totally pays off, because then it would be happy clients and happy agents, happy buyers, and it will just get you also more listings and more
100%.
credibility going forward when you can go and talk to the other sellers. It will be, and not everybody will do it. Not everybody wants to pay the full money. Not everybody, right? But for those that do, definitely will make a difference. And those are the ones that I work with. Anyways, I like working with people that see the value in the service, because I provide the service. So you need to see the value, and that costs money.
Well, you know what? I think that you are one of the best examples when it comes to servicing your clients and making sure that that their house is always going to sell for top dollar, out competing the competitive properties within their area. So you are one of the best examples of that. And thank you for being here today. So how do people reach you, find you?
Well, at this point, I have to say most of the people find me because of repeat and referral. I've been doing this long enough. And like I said, I'm not for everybody. I work with selective few, and I like giving my all time and attention. But that's what I really enjoy, being able to fully, from beginning to end, service my clients. But they can definitely find me on my website. It's not the greatest website. It's amazinghomes.ca. I never really found a client through there, but people will go there to find me, and that's fine. Definitely they can find me on Facebook. I'm active both personal and in the business page. Personal is my name, Nuria Cano Ortiz, and the professional is amazinghomes.ca on Facebook. I'm on Twitter. I'm on Instagram as well, amazinghomes.ca. And really, they can ask Nina for a referral if they need a good agent. And if somebody speaks Spanish, I'm servicing now a lot of Spanish clients as well. Yeah, but thank you so much, Nina. This is great that you're giving
fantastic. You have to follow Nuria on Instagram at amazinghomes.ca, because she is living her best life, and she is so much fun to follow. Her photos are amazing, so you must follow her just to see what life could really be. Nuria,
we all could be living that life. See, I have right now, that's my, see, can you read that? Yes. It says, the beach is my happy place. And this will be another, another presentation for another time. But yeah, I definitely think that everybody should really get a house outside of Toronto and get the hell out of there. Let's enjoy life a little
I
bit.
know, I know.
Because it's
I
all we
know.
have. We only have time, right? And we have a
Yeah.
limited amount of time. And we don't
Yes.
know when that time is going to end. So
Mhm.
why wait until tomorrow? Like,
Yes. 100%. I love it. I love
come
it.
over, come over.
I love it. Thank you so much. Again, I'm going to put your contact information in the text below the video. If anybody wants to reach out and have a chat with Nuria, I encourage you to do so. She's one of the best in the business, and I know that she'll have a lot to share with you. Thank you very much.
My best way, actually, Nina,
Yes.
my best way will be my phone. If people get me, they always get me on my phone. And that is
Okay.
416-836-9715.
Perfect.
That's
I
where
will
you
put
always
that.
will get me. You can text me, WhatsApp me, call me, doesn't matter. Phone is the best. I have it with me all the time. And that's my preferred way of communicating anyways. I don't respond well to cold emails that I don't know who it is or where it's coming from.
Yes.
So call
I
me.
know.
Call me,
Okay.
I answer.
Okay, I will put your number in there as well for anyone who wants to reach out
Yes.
to you. So thank you very much, Nuria.
Thank you, Nina.
Enjoy your office at the beach today, and we'll talk to you again soon.
Have a
Bye.
great week. Thank you, Nina. Thanks. Bye.